We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you guys to smash that like button. Let's see if we can get today's video over 40 likes. And here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, actually going lower and coming closer to the 52-week low and bouncing off those levels of 357. And here we are sitting sideways. Now, within the volatility, our SPY bot today, since 9:40 a.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, put options went up 200% plus, and as you see in the charts, the outflows crossed the midpoint, continued to go lower, putting pressure on the charts, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well and join a community of members using these resources to maximize in either direction. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities. And this is my opinion and perspective alone, not financial advice, but volatility is here to stay, and to be able to maximize within the volatility, having a clarity and edge over the charts makes all the difference. It doesn't have to be 42 vision, but if you enjoy what we share here within the charts and in our channel, and you want to become part of a growing community of investors using these resources to maximize in either direction, check out the link down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators. So here we are with the SPY S&P 500 index hitting another dip area after Friday's dip area. Second time that we hit it, and the last time that we were here was when we hit the 52-week lows from Friday the 30th of September to Monday October 3rd as things reverse. Right now they're trying to reverse here, but not enough strength, and we need to break down what the inflow versus outflow and bull and bear indicators are showing. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And as you see popping up here on the screen, these are some of the home runs I managed to find last week alone. And while not guaranteed to be this way every single time, we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the three stocks I mentioned this morning. Every single one of them gave jumps of 5 to 10%, 10 to 20% plus, but one of them turned out to be a home run, and that was SOBR. We caught this one in the pre-market, pulling downwards towards the bell. It consolidated, and the inflows crossed the midpoint back up. Full strength here on the inflows, full strength here on 42 vision. Got that bull indicator, and within minutes, gave a highest point of 30% plus, guys. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, coming to retest the 52-week low. And the big question mark is, could it actually find support here and have that double bottom effect from this area, right? It's done it before in the bigger picture. It did the double bottom here, but it actually lost steam around 380, 379, lost momentum, came back down. But in this zoomed in picture here of where we're at, could we double bottom here in the zoomed in area, right? In this square here of the last several days and try to retest the highs? Well, we have some data points coming out this week that are going to be crucial. And we have PPI data on Wednesday, which is not tomorrow, 2 days from now. That's going to be critical. And the FOMC meeting, guys. We could either break below this support of the 52-week low and hit new 52-week lows, or actually bounce from here and try to retest back up here at these levels. And we have some key levels to watch here of what's going on with the inflow versus outflow and the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. Slots are now open for those interested. The link is down below in the description. Once again, to the 42 vision indicator and getting connected to the inflow versus outflow. So here we are with the SPY, and the SPY is with the outflows dominating way back here since Thursday, October 6th, and that bear indicator that is dominating over the chart. Now, interesting enough, we've hit two dip areas back to back, and what happened last time that we actually bottomed out? We got a dip area, and the next day we got another dip area, and following that day, momentum started to pick up. That was last week on Monday, and Tuesday, that bull indicator popped up, and the inflows crossed, guys. And right now, even though the outflows have dominated since Thursday, inflows have started to pick up within this dip here. You could see it there. They haven't crossed yet the midpoint, but you could see how these inflows are picking up from this area down here of outflows minus 11.28, and we're coming back up already at minus 3.3. Now, could it reject here? Sure it can, right? We need to see what the support and resistance will be and what's going on within the volatility. But the closer we get to this midpoint, if on the 30-minute we can cross it, any reversal that happens could start to have some strength, because the last time that we crossed it was back here on October 3rd, and you could see there that cross and how things stayed above it, and it went from 360s all the way to 377, and even reaching up to highs of 379. So super important to keep that in mind, that we're actually getting inflows here even though we're below the midpoint. The reason why it hasn't reflected into the chart is because of the fact that it has not crossed the midpoint just yet. All these inflows have not negated the amount of outflows. And another thing as well, this bear indicator is still dominating over the chart, and that's something to keep in mind as well within the volatility, and we need to see a bull indicator pop up. Now, in the 15-minute, you could see how it keeps on trying. You could see how those inflows cross today in the pre-market, and it went from 362 to 364 and quickly rejected, went back below. The outflows dominated all day. And in the moments here of jumping back up from 359 to highs here of 362, the inflows have started to pick up, and it got a bull indicator as well. Now, this is within the volatility. You could see the transition there. It hit a dip area. Also here on Friday, trying to transition back up, made it towards dark green. Right now it's at dark green again. We need to see if that could continue, but the last piece that's missing is a bright green bar. As you can see, this is a full transition from the dip to the rip here, plus that bull indicator. And eventually, once you hit that rip area of extreme strength, there tends to be the reversals, right? And if it doesn't reach it, it reverses at dark green like it did here, and how it's doing right now. Even though that bull indicator popped up, we're transitioning within the volatility to a red bar. And also the inflows are slowing down. So in the volatility right now, on the 15-minute, it's trying, but the 30-minute is working its way up, but it needs to cross that midpoint if it's going to start to reflect and try to break through resistance levels and cancel out that bear indicator. Now, when you zoom out towards the 1 hour, you could see the impact, right, of the weakness in the chart, right? The bear indicator popped up here since the 6th, the outflows cross, and they've started to pick up with inflows today from the after hours on Friday, and today pushing upwards, but we're still at minus 7.51 and far away from the midpoint, guys. When that midpoint gets crossed on multiple time frames, such as the 15-minute, the 30-minute, as you see here again on October 3rd, full transition from the dip all the way to the rip area, bull indicator has extra layer of confirmation, and those inflows with strength, that's when we start seeing momentum and resistance levels start breaking through. But until then, any inflows below the midpoint could have weakness over the chart, because it's not enough to negate the outflows that have recently happened. So I'm going to be watching if this could pull itself back up, cancel that bear indicator, get closer to the midpoint, and most importantly, cross through it as it starts pushing up higher, right? And now let's talk about the support and resistance to watch here on the 30-minute. The first resistance level here is 364, and most importantly above that is getting back up towards 370. We want to see these inflows get crossed here on the 30-minute as well, cancel that bear indicator in the process with a bull indicator and the transitions to continue, right? We want to go from white with red borders to red with green borders, dark green bars, and hit those bright green bars of extreme strength, showing that there is momentum building, right? And that these inflows pick up in the process. And based off the midpoint getting crossed and the inflows history, we want to see if we can get back towards 4.7. And if we cross through that, then we have 7 on the inflows and all the way up towards 10.8 to watch and see the strength behind these moves, right? So we definitely want to stay above the 52-week low. If that gets broken through and we go to the downside, well, I'm going to be watching if we reject as we get closer to the midpoint or don't even reach it and come back down, and how that affects the 1 hour, the 15-minute as well. And if we come back down towards the 52-week low of 357, and if we break through that, the next level that I'm watching is 350. Below that will be 345. Those are the key levels that I'm watching right now based off the charts. We want to see these inflows pick up. And the big question mark is, could we double bottom here in this square area that we see here, guys? We came all the way up to 379, and everything we gained, it got erased in just a few days. And now could we bottom out here and try to bounce back up in reverse? We'll have to see how things play out. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.